coffee, camper car, bullshit, and a little bit of peace and appreciation, hope, and respect today for all of you out there with the best of intentions. Despite whatever's going on with me, I always have the best of intentions, and that's one of the things my father figure appreciated about me, and that's what I appreciate about others. But I tend to lose track appreciating that about myself, right? If I don't get it exactly the way it should be, or if I'm not sure exactly what I should be doing, or if I don't know exactly what's going on, I tend to condemn myself, and it's not where we should live. We should live in a place of hope and appreciation. Live in a place of judgment the way we judge others. I mean, for me, I would have compassion for somebody who's trying their best and doing the best they can. Crank, tree farmer, sup? More shenanigans there, Crank. Yeah, more shenanigans. We probably should have changed both of those shocks yesterday or the other day. The tire on the side that we changed the shock is kind of still tilted. The tires are starting to wear out. It rained a little bit on the way back, and I was all over the road like I was spinning tires. It was like ridiculous, like white knuckle anxiety driving this damn thing. And I'm not sure how to handle that. I thought about turning around and coming back because you got the tools to change the shock. I thought about this and that and the other thing, and I didn't. I just kept pushing forward. But lucid, be aware of the stuff from which you judge, for we will be judged by the same stuff. Thank you, Lucid. We'll take that as a quote. Roll the dice for you. Just an 8er, which is absolutely nothing. Yeah. Where are you at? I'm in Georgia still. Well, I just got back up here to my brother's house in Dalton. And yeah, I guess I wasn't going to do anything today. I wasn't going to get on here. I wasn't going to say hello. But, you know, it's one of them days. I'm feeling better than I was feeling yesterday. Yesterday was one of these white knuckle anxiety bullshit, not sure, everything I touched turns to shit kind of feelings. Not quite feeling that way after spending some time with my brother, hanging out with my niece a little bit, but still just kind of feeling like not sure what to do, right? But it's all right, man. I got to have compassion for myself the way I would have compassion for you, right? The way I do. Well, I'm glad we're here together today, Tree Farmer, Lucid, Crankenstein. I appreciate you deeply. Everybody else out there in YouTube land who's not quite sure, well, let's start having compassion for ourselves the way we have compassion for others, right? Maybe that's what I needed today. I needed this reminder that I deserve the compassion that I give to others, you know. Focus on the positive things, not these giant what-ifs that cause us to live in these torturous scenarios that may happen. I may not make it to Sally's, right? The tires may blow out. I may not be sure exactly what to do. I might not make it back. But, you know, worst case scenario, I'm not in this alone, right? Got my brother here with me. It's not all about me helping him out. It's about accepting help as well. Doing the next right thing to the best of my ability. Lucid, it's like you say, Scott, just do the next right thing. I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Sugar, hello, Shug. It's good to see you this morning. Welcome in. Welcome to the camper car. If you feel like rolling the dice, like, share, subscribe, take the leap today, and let us know you did so. Sometimes it's just not that cut and dry. I think we all know that, right? Like, what's the next right thing? We'll get home. I'll get home. You know, whether it's whether I gotta wrap the tires in duct tape and push forward or not. Relax. We all have one of it's all part of the same situation, or would ever you want to call it. And us being together will change things. Co-creative together will change things. Thanks, you Lucid. Do you love to gamble? Not necessarily. I'm not a big fan of gambling. And we're not gambling here. We're taking a chance. We're playing a game that we've developed called Know Your Role. And we're talking about what are we talking about? I don't even know anymore. Mother? I'm not sure what you mean. Ludus? Not sure exactly what you mean with the mother and the question mark. Am I a mother? Absolutely not. Are you? Is that what we're talking? You're never alone with yourself. I like that quote. We'll give you a scribble, scribbly bibbits. Scribble. We'll give you a roll for that. You're never alone, right? We always got yourself. You always got a God of your understanding. You always have, if you got multiple personality disorder, then I guess you're never really alone, especially then too. I'm not sure. We aren't alone, right? We push forward, give thanks, give appreciation. Part of that today, being here with you guys is coming to terms with it, right? Letting it go. Having the compassion for myself that I have for others. I think that was the theme. I forget exactly. God, I'm still, kind of waking up, kind of pushing forward, but trying to remind myself of those lessons. It's all going to be all right. Even if you're in one of those moments where you're paralyzed with ridiculous anxiety and bullshit. A gift. Thank you for the gift. That's absolutely amazing, Brandon. Thank you for the hundos. I'm not sure exactly what those mean, but it's very, very appreciated. There's a bunch of them. Holy crap. Thank you, Brandon. Sup, brother, I hate you. You hate me, huh? That's all right. There's times I hate me too, Brandon. Is that what all the hundreds about? Bet you 50 you can't roll a 7 or a 5. 7 and 5? What are you talking about? 7. There's a tenner. Let's do 1, 2. There's a 6. There's a 7 right there on 3, brother. Luch, Mr. L with the big O at the end. IDK says hello. IDK. I don't know either, brother. That's what we're here trying to figure it out. You are mother. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe I am. Am I your mother? That'd be weird, but not quite sure how I would pull that off. But again, if you guys actually want to roll the dice, get a chance to get up onto the ceiling of champions here. For taking a chance. No, I am. Joma. All right, Joma's the mother. El Richo. Joe Mama. Joe Mama? What's up, brother? Good morning. It's good to see you, Jonathan. We're just discussing compassion and appreciation. Who is Daddy then? I'm not sure. You guys are figuring that out for me. 18. It's good to see you. Hello and welcome in. Good answer, says Storma. Storma SL with the smiley faces. Julian Jack 18. Hi, it's good to see you, 18. Mix Sheaf Show is here. Everyone will appreciate you there. Merc 18 says hello again. Taylor, good morning. Hello, Taylor. QR, hello QR, hello 18, Lucid, sounds like somebody owes you a 50, bro. Does sound like that, but we're not going to hold you accountable here. If you want to stick to your word, feel free, but we don't really gamble here anyway, and I don't need their money. What I need is a solid sense of peace and understanding on some days, but we're going to find that here together, guys. Joseph, how is it going this morning, brother? God bless you. It's going well this morning. It's going all right. It's going all right. Just kind of in between feeling. Yesterday was kind of rough. We're going to call it out and for what it is. I white-knuckled my way back here from Crank's house because it started raining, and this thing does not like driving in the rain with whatever's going on with the rear suspension and the tires. We did just put new used tires on the back like a week ago, and they're already kind of worn down to nothing. Because of whatever's going on with the rear suspension, and that really freaked me out because I was all over the road in just a little bit of rain, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with that dilemma because we do not have the tools here to change the other shock, if that's would be the problem, or do I just keep buying tires, or do I switch the ones from the front to the back? But the ones on the front are 17-inch rims because I got a deal on them, and they might not fit on the back, especially with them tilting. I don't know. That's where I'm at. Good to see you doing well this beautiful day. Joseph, it's good. Jonathan, it's good to see you doing well too. Dragon, hello Dragon. Taylor, good coffee and nice sunrise is all you need this morning. That's it, brother. Slow and steady. From the UK, says Davis. Well, welcome in from the UK. I call streamers mother and see how they react. Well, I'm doing my best to fulfill that role for you if that's what you need. I don't know how much of a good mother I can be, but it is what it is. How is your day? Is better today. Keep your head held high. You're right, Jonathan. You're right. That's what we're doing. Hey, Sally Face. Look to do. Just keeping ourselves busy. Rolling the dice, Sally. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. I got out in the car. Crank, you actually motivated me this morning. I seen your little message you left here, and I figured, why not? Don't segregate. Have a conversation. Slow and steady, brother. Hi from DC. Just Owl. Slow and steady. Nice and easy. Thank you, Just Owl. Let me change this. Make sure we're getting all of the messages. We missed you, little Joe. We appreciate you, Sally. It's good to see you. 5 gifts. I don't know. Someone hated me and then sent me the hundos. I don't know what those mean. I don't know what the gifts mean. But we got 5 of them today from someone who hates me. 29 are you okays today? 69% of people are okay. That's absolutely amazing. We like to see those numbers high. And for the other 30%, if you're still around, stick around for a while. We're figuring out a way to be. What the hell is even? I'm so kind of out of it today. I can't even remember what the theme of the day was. Compassion for ourselves, like we have for others, or something. I don't know. Figuring it out as we go, letting go of what is to the best of our ability, right? Finding truth and peace in a center in this world of chaos, despite ability to add to that chaos. Good to see you too. Don't worry about the trolls. I'm not worried about the trolls at all. I am my own worst enemy. I'm the one that controls my emotional well-being or lack thereof. Not some scared, broken child out there in YouTube land who's trying to pass me a boulder of pain. At least that's the one thing I've learned throughout my life so far. For sure and without a doubt, when someone tries to hand me pain, I guess how Anase would be proud of that. Set it right at my feet, because I ain't taking it. I got enough pain, enough torture, enough torment for myself to have to deal with some trolls torment. Miss you, brother. Not to see you in a few days, even days you get up. A great day. Yes, every day we get up is a great day. Thank you for that reminder, and that's why we're here. Is for that reminder. Sam, I like your car, bro. That's cool. Well, I don't know if you've ever actually seen it, but there's the kitchenette that I can cook on. The back's a little trashed right now, but that foam mattress folds out of the trunk so I can travel. We're having some issues, as always. I guess that's part of it. I kind of, sometimes I feel like I just cluelessly stumble through and it catches up with me and I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I appreciate you, Sam. We're doing our best here. The old camper car, the old Galactic Avenger. So with that being said, if anybody wants to double tap that screen, roll the dice, take a chance, take the leap today, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm not really feeling up for it. Yesterday, I was panicked out of my damn mind. Once that anxiety starts building for some reason, no matter how positively I think, no matter how much I try to blow out that candle, once it becomes a forest fire, sometimes we just got to let it burn out, right? And I feel like it's burnt out. I don't feel as anxious or overwhelmed as I was feeling by the time I got here yesterday, but my life hasn't been in danger within the last 5 minutes. I'm telling you, this thing was all over the damn road trying to get here from Crank's house. If you ever in NM, I can help you fix the car. I appreciate that, Jonathan. NM, what's NM? I'm not even sure, but we'll keep that in mind. We got to get rid of this damn thing. Hello, when the sun goes down and it rises in the morning is a new day. Start fresh and new. Thank you, Mason. Appreciate you, Mason. We're going to give you a roll for that one. And that was a 6. We're going to give you another one because that was a good quote. One more. Let's see if we can't get it. There's the 10 we were looking for, Mason. We'll stick you up onto the Sailing of Champions, our first winner of the day, for giving us that awesome quote. We appreciate you. Patrick Mason. Patrick Mason. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick Mason. Bam. There we go. We stole Crank's pen. Yo, Arc 12, what's up? Chilling, brother. New Mexico. Oh, New Mexico. The NM. One day we'll end up there. I've been sharing your adventures with the girls, Scott. No hurry. No worries. Love the turtles. Can help each other. Damn straight. We're here together. Ken. NM is New Mexico. Thank you, Jonathan. Hey, I'm Ben. Hey, Ben. Think Pat. Patrick. Patrick. Okay, Patrick. Yeah, no worries. You draw. The way you draw on your car, not my car. It's in such pristine position. Blah, 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 yeah, blah, can't even talk today. The car is in such pristine condition. Why would I ever draw on the old Galactic Avenger? Check out the playlist, My Car, the Galactic Avenger. She's had together with zip ties, hopes, and dreams. We thought we fixed her, but Sally Max, there's a short I made of Scott with a song I wrote. Yeah, that short's pretty awesome. I should probably share that, like, can I, like, edit it or something? What is going on here, Scott? We're talking about hope, appreciation, and acceptance for what is. I don't know. This is one of them days. I don't know, man. We're chilling. We're accepting. We're appreciating. And we're taking it easy on ourselves and what should be. I get trapped up in all the what ifs, and I lose track of what I should be doing, man. And I had all these I'm not sure's, and this worry causes anxiety. And I just want to tell on it, right? Because in this moment, I'm doing all right, man. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to push this damn car until whatever. We got to stop living in the past. Stop worrying about what we have done and what we will do, and have faith that a God of our understanding will take us there. That's what I'm talking about today. I hope, Alex, I hope we can find that place together. Hey, new guy, says Sally, ABC 12, no ARK 12. I don't know what that means. Hello from Germany. Well, welcome in, Is that what it says? Andy? Jonathan, very good, brother. You're awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. Jesse, Anna, and Nova say good morning, Uncle Scott. And they love you. Well, I appreciate both of you, Anna and Nova. That was definitely a great part of coming and seeing you guys, was being able to spend some time with your beautiful children, Anna and Nova. Is that the... let's do this. Somehow I messed that up. I was trying to pin that message. Let's see. I don't know if I can pin it because it's a link. Okay, we're going to pin that. Bam. We just pinned Crank's short that he made. I think I did it properly. He just did the top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you there, Zachary. Patrick Mason. Everyone calls me Pat. Try to help everyone I can. Stay safe, and thank you for letting me just give a little pick me up. Stay safe. Hope you see you again. Well, hit that notification bell, Pat. And you'll most likely see us again. If you decide to subscribe, you will be a member of the Turtle Herd. And slow and steady, we weather the burden together here. So it's nice to meet you, Pat. Hey, Sally, how's it going? Loodly-doo, doing better, thanks. Good to see you. Everyone here, have a blessed day. I hope to see you soon. Got to get into work. Well, Jonathan, we appreciate you. JB. Try to put that up. I did. I thought I pinned it, but did I pin it, Crank? Did I do it right? Did I pin your short that you made of us working on the car? Try not to live in those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. That's what overwhelms me, right? Should have done this, could have done that, would have done that. So then it paralyzes me from making any decisions. And especially in this scenario here, we got to keep moving forward, right? There's no way we could stop. Thank you, Crank. We got this, right? Whether that means, and I'm not making a decision today. Whatever. I mean, I should have turned around and just came back to your house. You got the tools. We should have changed another shock. I should have just bit the bullet, stopped being a cheap bastard. But that's not what I did. So we're going to live with that decision and do our best to make it to Sally's and then make it home. And maybe that means risking it and swapping the front tires to the back so that we can wear those down. Because once we get home, I could have the tools to fix it. This car's about to be uninspectable. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm not sure what I'm doing there. And then that makes me question every decision I've made. But I need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. What I have, I guess that's what, if I could even get out a word. How would I respond to somebody who's trying as hard as I'm trying, right? They did their best. I did my best. And that's it. right? That's what matters. Best of intentions. That's the theme of the day. That's what Al gave a shit about with me. That's my father figure would always say that. Scotty, you have the best of intentions, man. The chaos around you and the way it all unfolds, and maybe a little bit of your own ignorance might cause things to be a little complicated, but you have the best of intentions, and that's better than most. You need a new car, mate. I do need a new car, Bar. We're working on that. Trust in the Lord. Thank you, Heavy. We appreciate a God of yours saying it'll be safe for travel, bruh. Both. I mean, here's the thing, man. It didn't feel too safe in the rain. I mean, as long as it's not raining, we'll be all right. And as long as we don't wear those tires down until they blow. We got a spare in the back. That's why I was thinking about taking the tires off the front and putting them on the back. Because they're like newer with a bunch of tread, and we could wear those ones down. That could possibly get us to Sally's. Because the one tire now is straight, and the other tire is still like this. So it's still wearing on that edge. And we hit that little bit of rain. It was barely any rain. I was like this, dude, doing like 60, like white knuckling it, like oh. And it's funny because Rob came back last week, was doing the same thing, like, dude, your car is messed up, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's been a little bouncy, and it was the rain that day, and he must have experienced what I experienced yesterday, trying to drive this thing in the rain, which was horrific with the way that the tires are. And I could just pay another $100 and swap the tires out, and, they last a week. I mean, here's the thing. I guess that's worst case scenario, right? We get somewhere towards Sally's or even somewhere towards home. Whatever tire blows, I put a spare tire on it, and then find a used tire place and get some more tires on it and wear those down until we get to the house. I guess that in that aspect doesn't sound so complicated. Dismiss Tanimus DT. I see your hello. It's good to see you. Both tires. Sorry, brother. Oh, okay. Crank. And that's all you can do is the best you can. Keep the pressure. It will get better even if we need to use duct tape. Damn straight. I guess, yeah, you're right, Craig. Slow and steady. Nice and easy. Scott, you don't feel like you have to come if you need to be taking care of your stuff. I don't know what I need to be taking care of. I don't know what the answer is, Sally. I do miss you, want to see you. We got to get Rob up there and the rest of his things and help him out. So that's the goal. We're going to figure this out. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Especially, here's the thing, too. Something about getting it out there and chatting with you guys, too. Make it a little simpler. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be all right. It's not going to be the end of the world as we know it, as I feel when I'm having anxiety. It's going to be all right. I won't be able to hang out as long as I'd like to, Sally, because this week we're supposed to be hanging out and helping you out with some things. But I am going to get up there, and we're going to make it happen. Both tires, sorry, said hi. Jonathan, put both tires on the back. Sorry, trying to get some work in. Get your work in, Jonathan. Yeah, so I'm just worried about, since that one tire is tilted because of whatever's going on with the rear end, and that's why the tires are wearing like that. There's 16s on the back and 17s on the front, but we're going to give it a whirl. That's going to be I'm going to try something, right? Get up and do it. You have the best of intentions. The tires on the front have a lot of grip left on them, and we can wear those down to nothing. That'll be the game plan, Jonathan. Get those tires on the back onto the front, or on the front onto the back, and then hopefully, because they're a bit bigger, they don't cause any problems with the way that the tire's tilted, and we can just get there. Because I don't have an impact, I don't have a secondary jack, and I don't have all the right tools I need to change that spring the way that we changed it there at Crank's house. And I got to stop beating myself up. Stop beating. I guess that's the thing with the day, the best of intentions, right? Treat the people around, treat yourself the way you treat the people around you, you know? If I know that someone's doing their best, I wouldn't judge them for feeling, I feel clueless and stupid and all these other things. I should have just done them both and stopped being a cheap bastard. Well, none of those thoughts occurred to me. There was nothing like malicious, like, well, I'm going to save that $70. Like, if I would have really thought about it, but sometimes we can't control how deeply we really think about things, and I guess. And then in retrospect, it's all so much clearer. Mr. Fox, there you are. Do you remember giving me? I do now, Mr. Fox. I do. Thank you so much. Filthy Franks, Mr. Fox, 100%. Yes, I remember you now, Mr. Fox. Good for you. I remember you coming in and continuously trying to remind me of these things. I hope you're having a good day, Mr. Fox. Why? Why what, 11? Why not? Why not, right? Why not? There we go. No extreme motivation or inspiration for hope. No deep compassion or understanding. And no ability this morning to really tap into that flow, I feel like, to a certain extent. But it's all right. We have these days. We push forward together. And the reminder that I'm beating into my head today is have the compassion for myself that I have for others. If any of you out there are going through this and you are trying your best, I wouldn't condemn you the way that I condemn myself. I wouldn't beat you over the head with the what ifs as I do myself. And that's where I should be at. AMD's here. Oh, there she is. Just dropped in to leave a like. Have a great day. MD, well, hopefully we'll see you around soon. DGM, Perry, Christian Smith, what music you been listening to lately? Christopher Smith. Bit of Misled Utopia. Maybe I should listen to some more music. Thank you for that, Mr. Smith. I appreciate the reminder. You're right. More music. We need that musical medicine. Some Naco Bear, some Sublime, and some Misled Utopia. I recommend checking out Misled Utopia's channel. Relatively unknown, amazing band. James, it's good to see you this morning, brother. Chatting a little bit about the best of intentions. And how I always have the best of intentions, right? Well, the best of intentions, to be a kind and gentle person. The best of intentions, fixing the car. The best of intentions, Mr. Beaning my way through life, cluelessly stumbling and moving forward without too much thought, and then condemning myself for the lack of thought. Today, I'm focusing on appreciating myself the way that I would appreciate you in the similar actions, right? Because I have compassion for other human beings, and somehow I can't have that compassion for myself. I'm starting to feel it in this moment, putting it out there and realizing how logical it sounds to have that compassion for myself. And, putting out a game plan that, whatever. It might not be the most solid or logical game plan, but we're going to make it. It's going to be all right. We're going to do the best we can to keep pushing this Galactic Avenger forward. One day at a time, QR. Thank you, QR. Fat Ma. It's good to see you, Fat Ma. Welcome in. Do you tend to condemn yourself? Does anybody know what the gifts are up there that the dude gave? I got a couple hundreds. I don't know what those are. Stickers. I don't know what that means. Do people purchase those? Is that a thing? My dollar sign says 0. I don't know what that means. Somebody purchased stickers from YouTube to send me hundreds and tell me they hated me, but they sent me 5 stickers. I don't know what that means. Does anybody else out there? Crank, you might know. What does that mean? What do the stickers mean on YouTube? I just activated that for some reason. I was in there checking it out. Being. Good for you. Where are you from, sir? Burham. Russia. Rishi. Burham. I'm from Central New York, RB. Fatma. It's good to see you. Where are you from there, RB? Right now I feel like I'm a wandering idiot at the moment. In my camper car, rolling the dice, taking a moment of appreciation and hope. We're trying to remind myself of these medicines that I lose track of so quickly. It's hard to keep those things in mind. It's easy to criticize and ridicule ourselves. The real medicine is acceptance and understanding the way that we would accept and understand another human being. That can be hard, right? Because we have to live with the consequences. We have to figure out a way to push forward, and I tend to condemn myself for these actions despite my greatest intentions. Just a for you channel. It's just a premium for your channel, and also never forget the path. I appreciate that, Crank. That's what I was looking at today. That's what kind of inspired me to jump on here and just say hello, even though I can't even barely speak, and I'm pulling myself out of this crazy anxiety I felt yesterday, this useless feeling that was starting to snowball inside my heart, and I wanted to make sure that if anybody else out there was feeling that we could weather the burden together, that we could figure out a way to push forward and stop condemning ourselves, especially when we're doing the best we can. That realization in this moment that was the thing that Al treasured about me the most. That was the thing that he praised me for the most, was that I had the best of intentions with everything I was doing. Yeah, shit might have fell apart. Shit fucking falls apart all the time on me, despite the best of my best intentions. But I always had the best of intentions, man. I always do my best, and that's something that's commendable. I believe that because Al appreciated that. My father figure, Hawanase appreciated that. And we're going to hold on to that today. Find that appreciation and hope. I appreciate that reminder here today, guys. And I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody out there in YouTube land's doing well. We had 69 voters so far. 38% of people are not doing all right. 62%, I'm glad that you're doing well. That other 30-something%, you're in the right place. We're trying to figure it out together here. I might not be at 100% today, but I am feeling better than I was just moments ago, right? Just through open to honest communication. You got something to say it. You feeling a certain way, go ahead. If you want to troll a little bit, we'll laugh at you trying to hand us the boulder of pain. But if that's the only way you can indicate that you're struggling, then we'll recognize that you're struggling and try to help you acknowledge that struggle. Might not be the most popular thing to do at times, but we're doing our best. Jane Doe, I hate myself so much. John Doe. I know that feeling, John Doe. I condemn myself for every action I make, for everything I do, for every clueless moment I have when I feel like I'm in a place of serenity and peace. That's when I really build up these resentments, because I'm just moving through, doing the best I can in this blissful state, thinking I'm doing the best I can do, making decisions freely, and then I condemn myself for all those decisions when I revert back to that other anxious place. And John Doe, I appreciate you expressing yourself today, brother. I hope that you find a way to express yourself fully so you can let it go. Is there anything particular that you're hating about yourself at the moment that you'd like to express? Yeah, we made our own path. People are bro, but Lily, where did I miss Fat Mod? Like diddly do. I don't know. Direct stickers are for different amounts of donation. All right, it said I got 5 stickers that were like 100 stickers. I don't know what those mean. My tally for the amount of money I made didn't go up. But someone told me they hated me and gave me 5 100 stickers. I don't know what that means. People are bored. Lily, yeah, that we are. Yeah, we make our own paths. It's not written in a horrible person. I make you have a lot of working on the car and everything. Damn, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, Crank. We did our best, brother. We did our best. Here's the thing, right? If I'm not going to hold it against you for not thinking about it, why am I holding it against myself? It seems ludicrous at this point to hold all that angst and animosity against myself when I'm not holding it against you. You did your best, man. Should either of us have realized that maybe we should change both shocks? Yeah. But I'm not holding it against you, so why am I holding it against me? It's going to be all right. In this moment, I feel content with knowing it's going to be okay, right? Because I'm here with people that have compassion and understanding, and I'm finding that compassion and understanding. The road to hell is paved with those. The best of intentions, that it is, and I've found myself in that place plenty of times. I hate John Doe, please express yourself. We'd really like to know why you're holding so much against yourself. Everyone struggles. It's 2025, and life becomes with the people and climate. You're right, Lily. Thank you. James. Michael from GTA. What's good? Chilling, James. Malcolm James. Tony, hey, Fat Mike, we're getting caught up. You look like you are not allowed another schools. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know what that means. Kevin Black, you are a criminal? Not at all. I am not a criminal. I don't believe so. Are you to be okay? Are you going to be okay? I'm okay, James. I'm okay. Everything's all right. In this moment, everything's all right. I know I'm a little bit off, right? But that's okay. I wouldn't condemn you for being off. I'm not condemning myself for being off. I'm doing so. I should be proud of myself. I am proud of myself in this moment for taking the leap and doing the thing despite how I feel, right? I'm kind of in the middle, you know. I wasn't really feeling anxious, feeling a little lost, beating myself up about a bunch of shit. So I decided to get on here and chat with you after seeing Crank's quote, right? Crank was here. The path is not ready. The goal is. This Crank's little piece of wisdom he wrote onto our table of champions here. Tony, why destroy your car? Why not, Tony? I stuck at the life and I'm ass and losing. Stick around for a while, John Doe. I understand that feeling too. You know, we got to rewrite our narrative, John. That's what we got to do. That's what I'm doing right now. Rewrite the narrative, brother. If you're doing your best, man, that's enough. That was enough for the great man that helped me find a sense of compassion for myself. You know, and hopefully we can do the same for you there, John. That's all. That's what I'm looking for myself at the moment. Lily, Ann. Look like a better version of George Carlin. I don't know about that. He was quite the comedic genius there, George Carlin. Yeah. On certain days, maybe quick and witty. On others, maybe not so much. A little more like Little Nicky. I'll take it, Crank. Fat Ma. I'm not sure exactly what that says, Fat Ma. Aries and Gemini. April 14th, whatever that may mean there, Anna. It's Aries. But I don't know if it's on the line of Gemini. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I just know I'm Aries because it's what I am. But yeah, dude, if you're still there, John Doe, hold on tight, brother. We're gonna figure out a way to blow out that flame together, man. You know, I understand that feeling of condemning I mean, that's where I was yesterday, right? That anxiety causes me to condemn every thought, every action, and go through and relive all those moments of regret. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? I wish I would have done that. I should have done this. I kept doing that and it didn't work out. Well, I had the best of intentions. And I'm sure if you had the best of intentions or if you didn't even, you know, you'll have the best of intentions moving forward now. And that's what matters, right? What really matters to the people that really care and have compassion is whether you're doing your best and you're trying. And you expressing yourself, John Doe, is a beautiful thing. Lily, message retracted. I missed that one, Lily. But the first thing we got to do is open ourselves up, communicate, show appreciation and hope and love through the struggle. Be honest about the struggle, man. That's, I guess, it's hard for me to show that sometimes because I don't know how. I know how appealing it's not, right? I know how when I'm in these upwards, positive, Mr. Bean kind of emotional states where everything I touch turns to gold and it all just seems to work out. You know, it's a beautiful place to be, but there's a whole nother end of that. And the middle ground, right? Finding a balance in all of it. Trying to find a way to surrender to the world and live on its terms. A way back to peace and serenity. In this moment, I feel peaceful. I feel appreciative. I feel hopeful having this conversation with you guys. And it's going to be all right. You know, that's what you need. You need connection. We need reflection and understanding. We need to take the chance and roll the dice, right? That's what I tell myself all the time. And it's easy to hear when I'm telling you to take the chance and take the leap. It's not... Thank you, Ann. Lily Ann. I do my best to be open and honest, you know, and that's all we ask here, to be open and honest. Scott, sometimes we need a small baby hammer to fix stuff. that needs a little tap. You're right. And that's what we need sometimes. That's what I need sometimes, you know. Maybe we'll get lucky. You know what? Stop worrying about whether it's going to rain on the way up to Sally's or on the way home. And start focusing on, you know, this moment. You know, we're living in that river. That's what causes me the most anxiety, is to live in those points continuously, those struggling points of pain and resentment, and that causes me to resent myself. It causes me to hate myself there, John Doe. But I'm telling you, brother, there's reasons to hold on. Someone out there misses you. Someone out there wants to be around you. And at the very least, we appreciate you. Be one with the pro drift skills. You say that until you're in the drift mobile. It's easy to say 35% are not okay. Well, you're in the right place. We're figuring it out together here. I'm going to get in here and clean up here in a minute. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Roll the dice, right? We had one winner today. We're not really pushing it too hard. But keep in mind, we're rolling the dice today. Take the chance. Take the leap. Have compassion for yourself. And remember, it's all going to be all right. It's going to be exactly what it needs to be. It's hard to hear that when we're struggling, when the forest is on fire. And no matter how much we try to center ourselves and calm ourselves down, it rages beneath the surface. But we must take our medicine, right? Slow down, relax, communicate with someone who cares for you, open up to the best of your ability. And John Doe, I hope you're still there. Galactic Avenger, IFV, yes. Between the world, IFK, just kidding. I don't know what you said, Fatma. What's going on here? Devin. Having a little chat in the old camper car, rolling the dice there, brother. Take a chance playing this game that we've developed here together. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. We'll roll the dice for you. Win a spot up on the Galactic Avenger. We're talking about, God, I can't even keep track of the topic today. I'm kind of slush brained. But we're talking about things and stuff. His and hers, brother. What's up? It's good to see you. Big hugs. Thank you, QR. Big hugs right back to you. I hope more people will have a vibe like you. Well, I appreciate that. That brings me back to a positive place. It helps me to one notch closer to knowing I'm doing the next right thing, right? Maybe this is the next right thing. Sometimes you just got to take the leap. I wasn't too sure today. But being here, meeting some new friends, talking to some old ones. Turtle herd, we're weathering the burden together, brother, as always, IFV. Divan. I hope you have a great day, too. I hope you decided to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have found a way to let go of the expectations, you know. John Doe, if you're out there today, bro, know that my heart goes out to you, because I understand how it feels to feel that way. I have moments that stretch on for way too long that are those moments, you know, that I do despise myself in every decision I make, that I get stuck in resentment and fear to make any decision, because anything I touch will turn to shit, right? We got to figure out a way to turn that off. I'm not sure exactly what that entails for you. First, I mean, for me, it's telling on it, right? For me, it's having the conversation. For me, it's expressing myself to the people I care for. Mike, it's good to see you, Huff. Hope you're doing well. You're going to roll the dice today? There was an 11. You could have nominated someone. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. And we will roll the dice for you. Make a move today. Push forward. Spreading compassion, love, and appreciation for yourself. We're focusing on ourselves today. Focus on yourself. It's not, there's, you know, being selfish isn't wrong sometimes, you know. Life is a selfish place, you know. We've been called selfish so many times in a negative way that we think any action for ourselves is wrong. Any compassion for ourselves is wrong, right? Well, how are we ever going to have true compassion and appreciation for anyone if we can't open ourselves up and have compassion for ourselves? We have a song, Turtle Herd. Check the pinned comment. Yeah, check it out. You can see our attempt to, me and Crank's attempt to fix the old Galactic Avenger in his pinned YouTube short. And you can check out my car, the Galactic Avenger, and see exactly how we've turned this POS camper car into something that's got us here, there, and everywhere, you know. And in this moment, kind of focusing again on what the hell am I doing? What was I thinking taking this car anywhere? because it's definitely on its last legs. But I get these moments where I'm like, it's fine, engine and tranny are fine, but there's a whole bunch of other components that are trying to fall apart on this thing. We have a song, nice medicine wheel cup you got there. Thank you, Mike. 'Twas my father's. I stole it from Fair and Square. It's a gentle reminder that Hawanase is looking over us, right? Today is a beautiful day to remember this great man and what he truly appreciated about me. And that was that I have the best of intentions. That's the theme of the day. Do you have the best of intentions? Did you try your best? Are you doing your best and keep falling straight on your face? Do you feel like a piece? Are you failing in every single way possible? Well, it can't keep going on forever. Keep trying. Keep pushing forward. And if I'm willing to tell you that, then I need to embody that. I need to keep pushing forward. I need to keep doing my best. Because if I don't, then who the hell am I to tell you to do that, right? And that seems clear and real in this moment. We've had a chance to discuss it. The coffee cup, the stolen coffee cups are the best. Yes, the coffee cup and the chili spoon are the two big things I got from Al's passing in his bundle. Well, I got the spoon in his bundle. I got the cup was in my car because I ganked it from him. He was a couple times like, "Where's all our coffee cups?" And I'd like come in, he'd be like, "You have all those in your damn truck?" I have like 10 coffee cups in my truck because I'd make coffee and I'd leave it in the car. He'd get so like, "What, dude? We had like 10 coffee cups." like you can't stop keeping all our coffee cups in your car. Just bring it in. I'm like, I know. I intended to, I'd say, but I'm glad that this one made it here. There's so much of his things that they all everything ended up exactly the way it needs to be, right? But I'm glad that I ended up with his cup, this symbol of appreciation and love, this reminder of the medicine we've been given. That should be the theme too, right? Remember the medicine. Don't let go of it. Just because we know what it is in this moment doesn't mean that we're not going to need a reminder sometime soon, right? It's going to be all right. Keep winging it. Keep doing your best. We're all kind of winging it here. If you're lost in that thought the way I get lost in it sometimes too, like somebody else has a booklet that's telling them exactly what they should be doing or where they should be going or how they should be living, and they have some kind of instruction manual on what's going on, then you're mistaken, because none of us do. Some of us are given a little bit more of a solid foundation than others, but other than that, I think we're all just kind of winging it. Lillian, Mike Hoff, that's the one thing I have for my grandfather is his coffee cup. Hold on to it tight there. Fat Mom must have said something. It's in the back seat. I was playing with it. What's in the back seat? Oh, to the cat. This is right here. It's funny that you say that. It's right there, James. There's your cat. We painted it up especially for you a while back. I was actually just talking about the cat with Crank. Mike Hoff, that's one of the things I have to my grandfather's. That's awesome. Holy graffiti. Cold Blitz Wizard. Well, take a chance to roll the dice there, Cold Blitz. Like, share, subscribe. Give us a quote today on the theme, which is best of intentions. Some kind of quote that embodies this understanding of having the best of intentions. If you have the best of intentions and you keep falling on your face, we're here to back you up today, because that's the way I feel sometimes. I feel like I have the best of intentions and I impulsively make decisions. But today's about dropping the bullshit that comes along with that, dropping the pain and struggle that comes along with resenting myself because because the best of my intentions failed. It's all right. It's life, right? Ups, downs, and in-betweens. It's going to be okay. I need that reminder on a daily basis. Lily Ann, stop judging yourself by every step. You are here for a reason. You may be different and not agreed with. It's okay. Acknowledge that and object to it. And object to it. You're nice. You're cool and great. Always remember that. Thank you, Anna. Liliana Young. I don't even want to slaughter your name. Anna, we're just going to call you Lilianne. Thank you, Lillian. We're gonna roll the dice for you for that one. There's a tenner right there. Another winner for the Seal of Champions. Lillian, we're gonna make sure we write your name right, even though I can't pronounce it because I'm dyslexic as hell and don't want to slaughter your name on you. But we're gonna find you a nice little spot onto the Seal of Champions for giving us that awesome quote. Thank you so much, Lily. It's a beautiful reminder, and that's why I'm here today, right? I'm here to push through that BS, push through the own thoughts of my mind, find peace and serenity despite the angst of the day, you know? And that can be a pain in the ass thing to do. Yoinkensver, YONATAEVEATAEV. Thank you, Lillian. Nice. His and hers. We're all winging it. Thank you, his and hers. You seem to be holding it together well, right? You got the, to all. I know, man. I watched some of your lives too. We're all winging it, brother, right? This is a cool channel. Thank you, Unstoppable. Tony, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know you did so. We'll roll the dice for you. We have open, honest communication here. And sometimes it's a bit more motivated and inspired than others. But we speak truth here, despite the feelings of the day, man. Whatever it is that you're going through, you have to be going through it. And I believe that fully. Even on my rough days where it's hard to form a sentence and it's hard to stop judging myself. In these moments, I get this epiphany and realization of truth and understanding that I don't deserve all this weight I'm holding on to. And I know that because if I was looking at it from the outside in, looking at you going through the same thing, I wouldn't be holding any animosity or weight towards you. You're doing your best. Yeah. Do I do stupid shit all the time? Do I make decisions without thinking? Do I move forward hastily? Yeah. But I'm still here, right? Still looking down at the ground, still breathing, still pushing forward. I hope our brother John Doe is still out there holding on tight. I hope that we're helping him through open, honest communication, find a way not to hate himself. And I commend John Doe for coming in today and expressing that. If you're out there hating yourself today, join the conversation, man. There's no need for that. I know how prevalent and real that hatred for ourselves can feel. If I'm adamant about you dropping that hatred and pain, I'm going to drop it. I'm working on dropping it right now so that we can be open and honest together. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Thank you, Huff. Oh, that's a good quote. The road to thank you, Mike. There's a 7. We'll get you another roll. There's a 4. One more for you. There's the tenor we were looking for, Mike. Thank you for that quote. You're right. I don't think I rolled for it. I think you said it before already, Mike. But we'll give you a spot onto the Seal of Champions here. Let's find a good one. Bam! Right there. There we go. Mike Huff. I appreciate that. And you're right? But I think as long as you have the best of intentions, whether you end up in hell or not, shouldn't matter, right? And we could change that perception thereof at any time. We could start moving away from that sense of hell and doom and discontent. And, we can find passion and love for ourselves, find our way back to heaven despite the struggle there, Mike Huff. As long as we have those intentions. Fat Ma, you're bored? Good for you, Fat Ma. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not here to dance the jig. I'm here to speak the truth. And I appreciate you. Kia, I do the same thing. I will pray for you. Thank you, Kia, for being open and honest and expressing yourself. We're going to give you a dice roll for that open, honest expression. There's an 11. Kia, feel free to nominate somebody in your life who's helped you change, who's helped you find the sense of peace and serenity despite the struggle, Kia. We'd appreciate that. The true road to hell is paved with good intentions. IFE, we're going to give you a roll for that one because that's a good one, right? That's a good one for today. The best of intentions. But I think that hell that we're talking about is that anxiety and pain and stuff. It's a hell of our own designing. We condemn ourselves because we had the best of intentions and it didn't work out the way that it worked out. We trap ourselves in a prison of pain and torment because of these intentions that we have, and we create that hell on earth around us. I'm a firm believer that our mindset creates the reality around us, and you're right. The path to hell is paved with the best of intentions, because we have these best intentions. We put all these expectations on ourselves and they don't live up to it, and we feel like we failed, and then we're living in hell, right? Instead of just accepting what is, instead of just expressing ourselves and finding a sense of peace and motivation, love and acceptance for who we are, the way that we accept our brothers and sisters, and then realizing that we've been in heaven the whole time. We just have to we have to shift our point of view a little bit. I'm feeling a lot closer to heaven than I do hell at the moment, because we're having this open, honest communication. We love you. Thank you, Kia. I love you too, without a doubt. Sup, brother Tommy? It's good to see you. The True Road. We appreciate that. The Drew says hi, Ken. Thank you, Ken. We appreciate you, Ken James. Pesh. Good intentions. Chinese girls and disco balls. I'm about it, brother. Looks like we're going to get a little rain. You know what? Let's turn this AC on a little bit. Let's get this cranking. I don't know if you guys can hear me all right, despite the rain. It's going to rain, so we got to roll the window up. That was another thing I did too, right? Oh, God. Get the window to go up. Yeah, there it is. All right. Cool down a little bit. I'm going to find a way to be all right. Anyhowsin'. Unstoppable Racing Tony. I sometimes hear a song so good that as I, songwriter, musician, say to myself, what the am I doing? The song's stupid, but it's a big deal to me. No, thank you. The Unstoppable Racing Tony. Can you do me a favor? I'd like to check out your channel if you got some music on there. Try to comment on some of my stuff. We're going to roll the dice for you on that one. That was 8. That was 3. It doesn't sound stupid. I get that, right? It's like we put all this time and effort into doing something. I think that about the channel a lot. It's like, I had this intentions for it to be a certain way. And then I see other people's channels, and it's like they're so fluidly good at it. And like I feel horrible at what I'm doing here. And I condemn myself. But we got to stop gauging ourselves on others, right? We got to start gauging ourselves on our intentions, and acknowledging that we shouldn't condemn ourselves. John Doe, thank you for still being here, John Doe. Thank you for acknowledging that you're still here, brother. I'm still thinking about you, still praying for you, man. I hope you're hearing everything we're saying, and I hope that we're helping you find a way out of that place, man. That self-loathing can be a hard thing to overcome, brother. And we're going to work on it together here. Finding a place of peace and serenity despite that, right? Damn, she wants that egg rolls. Man, it's funny stuff, right? You can wash in one hand and poop in the other. Which fills faster? You can wish in one hand and poop in the other. It's funny, Mike Huff, that you say that. I'm gonna roll the dice for that one. That was one of my grandma's kind of saying. She used to say you could poop in one hand and put your sorries in another and see which one weighs more, right? I think what she meant was your sorries don't mean shit, and what she was saying. But you can wish in one hand and poop in the other, right? And which one weighs more, right? We got to figure out a way to drop that poop. We got to figure out a way to get up and get moving. And drop the expectations on what we think the wish should be, right? God, I wish it could be this way. I wish I could have thought about this thing. I wish I could have done something different. All that wishing ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing shit. And I think that, my grandmother's saying, that saying kind of goes along with it. Mike, I appreciate you up there twice. Yes, sir. We're going to put you up there again for reminding me of Gams, for helping me remind me of her beautiful, amazing wisdom. Mike, we're going to put you right here, Mike Huff. It's funny, as a kid, it used to always bother me. What do you mean, Grams? I am sorry, and it doesn't matter that I'm sorry? No, it doesn't. Your actions is what matters, right? Holy hovering shitballs. I found a Mini Cooper set up as a camper. That's pretty awesome. Kevin, why would you deflate your vehicle with all that crap? Kevin, check out my car, the Galactic Avenger, in the playlist. It didn't start off so shenanigans ridden. But we took the Dodge Avenger, turned it into a camper car. It's kind of trashed in the back. The mat's kind of folded up into the trunk. We got a bunch of stuff back there. But usually that mat's folded out. This is one of our paintings from one of our followers. Jess, thank you again for this amazing painting. We appreciate you. But check out my car, the Galactic Avenger. Scott, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too there, his and hers. Thank you. This is not his vehicle. This is his home, but it's a camper car. At the moment I am, but actually, home is where the heart is. And I guess for a long time, my heart has been in this place, right? This, despite what I might have. The unstoppable Tony. So I need to just express myself with no fear. I know compassion is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. I believe so. And stop comparing ourselves. Unstoppable, right? I appreciate your open, honest question, man. At least, here's the thing, dude. We don't compare ourselves down, right? We always compare ourselves up to everybody else who's got these things, who's doing this stuff, and at this age and what they have. We never look down and go, wow, that dude or that woman or that human being, I've got more than them. I have more compassion. I have more things. I have more understanding. We always compare ourselves up. This person has these things and this stuff, and they seem to have it all figured out, right? If you must compare yourself to the majority of human beings, not just the one or two or the percentage that's above you that have what you wish you had. You're doing all right. I can almost guarantee it. Is the name? It's called Galactic Avenger, I believe. Yes, his and hers. The playlist is My Car, the Galactic Avenger. Check it out. You'll get a better understanding of what's going on with my car and why. Patrick Huntman. Time for a new car. I believe so, Patrick, but we're on a shoestring budget. Call it a zip tie budget because that's what's holding the car together. And these hasty decisions I make. I just bought a small bus that's up in New York that we didn't take because of financial reasons. When I maybe should have bought another car, but we're working on that. I got a couple business plans that'll hopefully come to fruition. And yes, you're right, 110%. New car time. Badass car, bro. What's the story behind it? Brayson. Check out My Car, the Galactic Avenger, good sir. You'll find out. The story, quickly in the moment, is that we ripped out the passenger seat, put in this here kitchenette so we can cook as we travel. The back seat's a little bit tore up right now because I just came back from cranks. I just kind of got everything thrown back there. But that match there will fold out, and I stick my feet in the trunk to sleep. There's artwork all over the car, held together with zip ties and spray paint for profit. You think us citizens would get some help with these record-breaking government profits? Sad. Yeah, you'd think so. I know nothing about politics, so I try not to speak on it as I do. I know about the struggle of mental health. I know about finding compassion through the pain and struggle, and that's what we're focusing on today. If you have any questions revolving around that, that's about all I know. I guess I do know a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I try to speak on the things that I know of. A friend of mine, his and hers. Yes, you are a friend of mine, friends of mine. Thank you, his and hers. We consider you a friend too. The Unstoppable, dude. I love this channel. It's not the same green screen profile backdrop. It's real. I love the car. I love your ability. I love the sub, and I hope you blow up big time. Thank you, Unstoppable. Hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification button. You are now a member of the Turtle Herd. And it's funny, you find us today on this day where I felt 100% like not doing this when I saw Crank's little writing here, and I decided, you know what, take the leap, right? I'm always talking about taking the leap. I'm always talking about doing the next right thing, and I'm always talking about compassion and love. And then in these days that I can't find it for myself, I don't do the thing. Well, today I'm doing the thing, and Unstoppable, you really helped me to understand that it's worth doing that thing. And whoever gave those stickers, those 100%, I don't know what those mean, but I appreciate those stickers, even though he said, he gave me 5 of them and told me he hated me. I don't get that, but I think it's pretty cool that I got my first stickers today. So a lot of good things happened today because I decided to take the move, right? We got our first stickers. John Doe came in and expressed himself fully. We got a handful of new friends and people who understand this concept we're talking about. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I felt yesterday, and a hell of a lot better than I felt this morning, just through expressing myself in an open, honest way. A new sense of faith and hope that we're going to make it. And what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Buy another set of used tires for $100? Yeah, it sucks that I spent $100, but if I have to buy another set of used tires, then so be it. They'll get us to New York, right? Whatever. I'm over worrying about it at this moment. That can be hard to do in the moment when you're worried about shit. Vulcan, your cup is very similar to the First Nations indigenous flag. So it's not it's the medicine wheel, brother. And it is from the Onondagas. It's part of the Native American culture. Each section of the wheel is a different symbolization of medicine in this world, right? So if you Google the medicine wheel, the Native American medicine wheel, it'll explain exactly what each one of these symbols mean. Each one of the symbols symbolizes a different race and symbolizes a different. I don't want to get too into it because I'm not, it's been a while since I've looked into it. I'm feeling scatterbrained today, but maybe we'll do a little bit of knowledge on the medicine wheel one day. Grandma was wise. Thank you, Huff. Grandma was a very beautiful woman. You mad at me, brother? Brother, not at all, his and hers. I'm not mad at you at all, man. I hope you, I don't know why you think so. Insecurities will cause us to do that, brother. Don't feel insecure with me, man. I have no hatred towards you. No, nothing, man. His and hers, I appreciate you, bro. I'm just a little bit nutbag inside my own head sometimes, and maybe if I project that, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. I'm not mad at you, his and hers. There's no reason for me to... With overthinking things, with living in the past and the future and allowing our traumas to dictate what's going on. Something wrong. It's getting better. I appreciate you asking. There was some stuff wrong, I guess, today. I was yesterday especially feeling a little rough, feeling a little strong. But we're taking care of that problem. We're taking care of that problem by taking our own advice, man. By expressing ourselves, by growing this community of compassion and appreciation, and by reflecting on what my fathers really appreciated about me. And that's having the best of intentions. And focusing on that, man. Focusing on that. Are you okay, Falcon? In the moment, I'm doing a lot better. It might not have started off okay, and yesterday definitely was not, with open, honest communication. Anxiety is a bitch. My own mind can be a tormenting place, but the medicine here together. I believe a big part in the tip of the spear of the medicine is open, honest communication. And being here with you guys today to help reflect that is truly helping me. It's going to be all right. This POS car is going to make it or it's not. I got brothers out there that are willing to help me out. And his and hers, I love your face, bro. I hope you understand that. You keep reminding me my grandfather. They were my parents and my everything. I appreciate that I'm reminding you of that there, his and hers. My grandparents were amazing human beings. I was Grandpa's little helper and Gam's little sidekick, or maybe reverse that. Grandpa's little sidekick, Gam's little helper. Yeah, it's a beautiful day to remember those amazing people who made us who we are. He has a rabbit. I do have a rabbit. Check out Bun Bun in my playlist. If you're interested in checking that out, you're most welcome. Jess, you're awesome. For the painting, right? I love the positivity here. Thank you. Been a rough couple days. Thank you for the reminder. Mike, man, thank you for coming in and expressing that, man. This almost didn't happen today because of my own self-bullshit, right? Because I get so wrapped up in what I should be doing. I get so wrapped up in condemning myself for not thinking deep enough or for not doing what might have or should have or could have would been done, especially when you're fishtailing down the road in this POS car. Cat's from Russia. It's good to see you, Cat. You got me saving cars and trucks for you. Don't forget the goal is always in motion. Sir, thank you. Mr. You need a haircut. Without a doubt, I need a haircut there, mister. I just left my clippers at the house, and I'm a cheap bastard trying to get back home. This trip has definitely cost a bit more. I thought I was going to minimize my costs by spark driving, but with what's going on with the car, just trying to get it back there, I haven't been doing too much of that, and I haven't really been feeling it. I'm part of the turtle herd when it's freezing out. Oh, gee. It's freezing outside right now. Well, you come in and get warm, OG. We're here for you. Mike Huff, I also hate the first person to tell me the truth. I'm with that. It's dude. The truth can be the most painful thing, man. Here's another thing, man. When someone says something that upsets you, you really gotta acknowledge where it's coming from. I know I've said this a couple times, man. If you're hating on someone because of something they said, acknowledge whether it came from a place of truth and love or if it came from a place of resentment. If they're handing you their boulder of pain and they're trying to get you into a space where you're in the pain they're in, because you don't need to be upset at that. You need to have compassion for those people who are trying to drag you into their misery. If they're saying something that really makes you mad and it's coming from a place of love, you might want to reflect on that a little bit, because those are the things that hurt us the most, right? Because they're true, and we feel spited, and we feel resentful, and how, but after we take some time and absorb it, it's not so, we realize that it was said from a place of compassion. One of the most painful things that I ever heard, I mean, I went through a lot with my biological family, but one of the most painful moments I ever had was with my father figure, Al. He told me I needed to, you always have something to say. You got to learn to shut your mouth and when to stop running it. You're filling the air all the damn time, Scotty. And I was just like, and I just wanted to like rebuttal. I wanted to, but I knew, I was like, and I had to like bite it because he was right. He was right, and it hurt because he was right. It hurt because I was constantly trying to be seen and to be heard and to be understood. And he heard and seen and understood me, and I didn't know when to stop. And it drove him nuts sometimes. And it hurt the shit out of me that he said that, but he said it from a truthful place. He says and the truth can, but it has helped me to try to understand when it's time to say the thing, when it's time to shut my mouth. When it's time to let go, when it's time to understand that the thing has been said. And I know now that I had this problem because I was never heard. Because no matter how many ways logically I said things growing up, nobody heard me. And it was still the same painful shit show over and over and over again. The torment and torture of living in a scenario where no matter how or what you said, you weren't heard and nothing changed, caused me to overexpress myself. Even when people are hearing me. And I had to hear from a great man who I loved like a father, and it hurt when he said that. Like, I don't want you to resent me. I don't want you to hate me. He didn't resent me or hated me. He loved me. He just wanted me to shut my damn mouth for 5 seconds and understand that I was heard. Like, I think you're my dad. I'm black. Teen Toe. All right, you call me Big Pappy then there, Teen Toe. Each color and donation on the wheel represents a race with an accepting wisdom that holds the creator sides upon us. Thank you, Mike Huff, for expressing a little bit about how the medicine wheel works. Thank you for like I said, I'm not having one of the clearest days, and I didn't want to slaughter the meaning of it. I glitched. I feel like we went for a drive. Nah, we didn't go nowhere. Mosquito, what's up? IFV, Mosquito, everybody saying hello. Being thinker. We often go cause, or we are offering course. Gooning course? Are you interested? Sure. Whatever. Learn and grow, right? I don't know what gooning course means, but I'm up for it. They're being thinker. Sure. What do we got going on? Free courses? I'd like to learn something. I mean, that's what this whole thing's about, right? It's about honoring Al's wisdom, about learning and growing on a daily basis, about expressing ourselves in an open way and truly trying to cement these tools that we were given from this great human being, from these great men and women that came before me. If you got anything to teach, we're up to learn. Let me know, big thinker. Tag me in something in one of my, I respond to all of my comments on all my shorts, lives, and whatnot. So feel free to if you're really interested in me taking some course, let me know what's good, man. Maybe it'll help. What do you do all over the interior of your car? Mosquito. Well, we developed this game called Know Your Role. I know it's backwards, but now you know how it feels to be me. in this dyslexic shell that I live in. But you like, share, subscribe. We're going to roll the dice for you, just symbolizing that you're willing to take the chance and take the leap, man. The big thing that we try to do here as a group is help inspire our brothers and sisters to do something different with themselves, so that they can change the world around them into a more positive place, or to hold on to that positivity. And one of the big things that we do with this game is we symbolize your willingness to take a chance and take the leap, which will help change occur in your life. By rolling the dice, taking the chance, liking, sharing, subscribing. Let us know you did so, and we'll roll the dice for you. And then you'll be commemorized if you win onto the Ceiling of Champions, or you can nominate a winner or a roller or whatever comes up, depending on how the game rolls out. But that's what's going on with the interior mosquito. What's also going on is if you'd like to become a member of the Turtle Herd, all you gotta do is subscribe. Hit that notification bell, be part of this conversation as we move forward. We'd appreciate that. Hey, Tank, it's good to see you. You could be a channel. We are a channel, Falcon. What are you talking about? I guess we love the same life. We live the same life. We love the same life. We love and live the same life, brother. We're struggling to get. That's the thing, man. I've got to stop losing track and let go of my monopoly on pain and struggle. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm letting go of my monopoly on pain and struggle, and I'm leaning on my brothers and sisters out there, and I implore that you do the same here or in real life with the people you care for. It's going to set you free in ways that nothing else can. I feel so much better today. I didn't want to get on here. I didn't want to take my medicine. I didn't have anything to say besides that I was trapped in a little bit of a struggling moment today. But through taking the step, taking the leap without needing to know exactly how it's going to play out, I was able to find a sense of peace for sure. But like, share, subscribe, or give us a quote, an inspiring quote, maybe a quote that has something to do with the best of intentions. We've gotten the same quote on the best of intentions a couple times today, but there's one big popular one. We'll keep giving you rolls for it. But just let us know you like, share, subscribe. Or just kind of, if you open, honestly communicate, we're going to roll the dice for you too. Whatever that may mean. You're doing great. You're doing shitty. You're struggling. You got a brother's uncle's cousin who's in pain in a certain way, and you might need some advice. There's a lot of people on here who are willing to share their experiences, their love, their loss, their hope. And that's how we weather the burden together. Free 2 weeks off Molly, bro. Tank, awesome, man. We commend you for taking that leap and changing your life. That's a big one, Tank. Thank you for pushing forward. Say bless you, Scott. Bye-bye. See you later, Fat Ma. It was good checking you out today. Is mostly chemicals or natural, asking for a friend. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know, IFE. I know that it ain't good for your brain. It might feel good for your brain, but it ain't. So stay away from it. I need to reset my... gotta start taping off here soon. James, Regin, yeah, dude, you taking that leap can be hard, man. Maybe talking to a doctor. Maybe if you're struggling with alcohol, man, I know it might seem asinine, and you might not even want to be around these people, or you might not think that it's for you, but AA could be something big for you. My father was sober for 30 years, man, and he made it through the camaraderie of AA. And it's an anonymous thing, and you don't have to say I'm never drinking again to go there, James. No, man, all you got to do is not want to drink today, brother. You just don't go there drinking or drunk. That's I think the big thing that they ask. Go there sober, even if you drink later on, or if you drink the next day, or if you're just tapering off, man. People are going to have their point of view. I mean, I recommend being open and honest and being like, listen, I'm trying to taper off, I'm trying to cut down. It's the lifestyle too, bro. That's the big thing, James. When you cut away from the drinking, it's the lifestyle. And for me, it was the lifestyle. And it's it does medicate us to a certain extent. It numbs out those feelings so that we can subside. So what are you going to replace that medicine with? I recommend CBD or L-theanine. I recommend some mood stabilizing herbs and supplements. I recommend you talk to your doctor. I don't know how badly you're down the rabbit hole of drinking, but it might not be a good idea for you to stop completely all at once. And you might need some help, brother, but we're here to try to help you figure that out. It's a mixture of 5 different drugs. I thought that ecstasy was the mixture of 5 different drugs. I thought Molly was like the Who knows, man? I don't. It doesn't matter. I thought it was from a tree in the jungle. I don't know. I mean, the channel for the spirit world. Can I talk about it in the live? I'm not sure. You can. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna kind of gloss over those. I don't know if I should be talking about these things and what they are. But Tank, you can talk about whatever you want if you want to help you guys learn a little bit more about what this thing is. I'm not gonna indulge in the conversation too much because I'm not sure, if I should be speaking on such things. I don't want to glorify anything. I don't want to condemn anybody. I do know from my personal experience it can be something that can be hard to move away from. As a younger man, I had my issues with substances, and that was one of them. I also need to quit listening on drinking and PTSD from the Army, but I don't know. I never will. I also need to quit leaning on drinking. Thank you, James, for being open and honest, brother. Giving us a sense of purpose today, man. You're acknowledging it, right? Yeah, because when we use this thing that subsides the pain in an instant, it's not real. It's not real growth. It's not real healing, brother. If you're dealing with PTSD and you're using alcohol to numb that sense and to get through the day, alcohol is not a medicine, man. It's not. And what a quote unquote normal human being drinks alcohol. I heard it's like 4 drinks and it's in a social setting, and anything beyond that, it's binge drinking. That blew my mind as a younger man and started me realizing that maybe I needed to switch up how I drink, or if I do, or whatnot. And I'm glad you're questioning it. I'm glad you're acknowledging that it's a problem. And if you're dealing with PTSD, brother, and you're using that to deal with it. I've been indulging in therapy for a while, man. And sometimes it seems pointless, but it's someone to talk to, bro. And if you're in the Army, you probably have a better avenue for healthcare than I do. So I'd recommend that you look into some mental health services, man. And if you're struggling, 988 is there, man. You can go to your local emergency, mental health. They usually have them right in emergency rooms, right next to the emergency room. It's called CPEP in Syracuse, New York, and I've gone there. I've gone there because the anxiety, the stress, the PTSD, the grief has become so much that I can't move out of it alone, and I needed help. And I say this in this moment with strength and vigor. In the moment that I walked up to those doors, because I couldn't drop the anxiety and the regret and the anxiousness that came along with my mind tormenting me, it was a hard thing to do, brother. But just keep in mind that there's people out there, and 988 might be the first step, James. It very well would be. Talk to somebody, man, in real life. Talk to us to the best of your ability. Open up, man. Free yourselves and get back to the meeting. Yeah. Lucid. Thank you, Lucid. We're going to roll the dice for you, Lucid. There's a 4. We're going to give you one more. There's another 4, which is absolutely nada. Thanks, Tank. I was wondering, had it good PTSD? James, good, Tank. What's Tank talking about? Did I miss something? Yeah, you can talk about whatever you need to talk about, brother. I think I might have got behind here somehow. I wouldn't recommend Molly. No, I wouldn't recommend it either, man. But I'm glad to see that you're off it, Tank. That's what we're doing. We're commending Tank for getting off this thing. And no, Tank, this 988 is for everybody, man. It's a crisis help hotline. It's something that you can have someone to talk to about anything. A crisis. Addiction is a crisis. Grief's a crisis. PTSD is a crisis, man. Don't downplay your trauma, brother, sisters, mothers, uncles out there, man. Reach out and get help. And if this is the only way, if this is then please hit the notification bell and be here with us. Sobriety is the way back, the return. Yes, Lucid, I believe that. Yes, I tapped so I don't get shakes so bad. You got to do what you got to do, brother. If you're getting the shakes, man, like you said, medical assistance or 988. I'm not sure. I'm not a medical provider, man. I know that, I know how hard it can be to withdraw from substances, man, and it can be ridiculously overwhelming, brother, and we're going to pray for you, and hopefully we'll keep seeing you in region. Is that region? Reg. James, I'm going to call you Reg from now on. R-E-G. I like that. If you're cool with it, it separates you from our monitor, James, so you know who we're talking about. But Reg, we appreciate your open honesty, and yeah, it does leave you sick, and your inability to find happiness, Tank. It milks that gland until you have no ability to have any serotonin left, and that can be a dangerous place to be for a while until you regain that. And probably part of what my problem is. Self-medication is dangerous. Yeah, it is. Well, Pat, we hope that you find a way to either subside whatever trauma causes you to do that, or put a diaper on before you go to bed. If you drink and you are trying to quit, just pour out half and fill with water. All right, well, maybe that's the thing too, man. Maybe cut it down for now. I think that's what our brother's doing there. He's trying to cut down his intake first. That's his plan. That's what Reg's plan is, to cut down his intake. And he's being open and honest with us here. That's good enough, man. I really will hope to, Reg, that you look into some meetings, man. They're everywhere, brother. And I guarantee you, there'll be some judge there. There's judges everywhere, right? People judge everybody for what they should do or what they should be doing. Take all that shit with a grain of salt. But I guarantee you something will be said in the meeting that you go to that'll ring true for you, because all these people have been through this, man. And it's a daily struggle when we live a lifestyle, that relies on a substance to alleviate our pain, man. And it's hard to change that lifestyle, brother. So whatever we can do here for you is great, but I suggest that you do the best you can. Scott's lovers are here. Are you my wife, Traveling Scott? I guess so, Scott's lovers. I guess I am your wife. Appreciate the laugh. Ken Richards is doing all right. So is Willie Nelson. Keith Richards and Willie Nelson's good to hear, Falcon. Scott, you smell like a car engine. I feel like an old worn out car engine at the moment, so it's possible. Thank you, Scott's lovers. Yes to cancel man. I don't understand what that means. Scott's lovers are here. Tank says, Crank, I apologize. Tank apologizes. No racism or hints towards it, please. Yeah, that's the one thing we don't really like here. I mean, there's a few things that we don't tolerate, but yeah, man, I think it's beyond ignorant to judge anybody by the color of their skin. There's enough reasons to judge each individual based on who they are. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, if 90% of people, there's a reason to hate them. Why don't you just take a second and find that reason if you're really looking to hate somebody? You know, it's judging a whole group of people based on the color of their skin. It's always seemed so ludicrous to me. It's never made any sense. I guess it's all based in fear, right? We're all so scared and afraid that it's that boulder of pain that Al talked about. When we're handing the boulder of pain, in the moment that we hand the boulder of pain over, it feels like we're relieving some kind of stress and anxiety and struggle, right? It feels like we're doing something positive because we're handing the boulder of pain and it relieves us for a moment. But as soon as that moment passes, we realize we're still holding that boulder of pain, and somehow we handed them a boulder. Now they're holding it too. And the world just became heavier for all of us. Set down the boulder of pain today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be all right. Tony. Dude, it's not all for them, but it's always them. Tony, I'm not sure exactly. Elaborate a little bit, Tony. Help me understand what we're talking about. Tony, like, share, subscribe so I can roll the dice. It's not always. I'm going to roll the dice for that quote because I feel like there's a deeper meaning in there that I'm not quite getting. It's not all for them, but it's always them. Please elaborate on that. But I'm going to roll the dice for you, Tony. There's a tenor. We just got you up in a 6 and a 4. Just got you up under the ceiling of champions, Tony. Please elaborate a little bit so I can understand exactly what that means. But we're going to put you up under the ceiling of champions there, Tony. Tony Baloney. DiCapo. There we go. Good enough. Close enough, he says. Tony, thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting. Yes, to Channel Man. I don't understand what you're talking about. Lovers are here. Unless you're an orc. I'm missing something. Thank you, Tank. So many names. So many reasons to push forward. So much appreciation, hope, and respect, and I appreciate that. I'm about ready to go clean myself up, take the rest of the day and relax. And know that no matter what happens, it's going to be exactly the way it needs to be. Stop struggling with what might come and how I don't want to handle it. You know, we got a few extra bucks in our pockets still, despite what this trip has cost, and where I wish I was financially. But we've done some great things, man. We got here and helped my niece move to Atlanta, and turn the page in her first apartment. She's 18, 19, and she's, spearheading off on her own. And it was beautiful to be a part of that. I'm here helping my brother get his stuff together for his big move. We went down to Cranks. He helped us change that shock. We were able to give his wife a ride and spend some time together. Spend some time with my nieces, Anna and Nova. It's despite all this bullshit, there's been so much beauty. So whatever the cost may be, and then I'm lucky to have it, right? I'm lucky despite the fact that I wanted to hold on to something, or I got to save up. You guys are right. Got to save up for another car. Are you male or female? Jared, what do you think, brother? I think you know I'm right. Tony. I'm still trying to figure out what you're talking about, Tony. Around certain groups. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like D&D players, they're going to sucker punch you? Is that what we're talking about there, Tony? Relax yourself, brother. And I guess there are certain scenarios you shouldn't relax yourself, certain places that you're at. I guess you're right, man. You're right. There are certain scenarios you should keep your eyes wide open. But it doesn't mean that you have to be on edge like you're going to get sucker punched every second of every day. Maybe you shouldn't put yourself in scenarios. Maybe you shouldn't put yourself somewhere where that could be a possibility. Maybe that's part of the solution. Maybe that's part of the medicine. Why are you surrounding yourself with people that are going to sucker punch you? And how much of that is you, Tony? We got to admit that too. We still out here, Tony, so stay. It can still happen. Jennifer, hello, Jennifer. It's good to see you this morning. I hope you're doing well. Bustamanta, Victoria. I'm not even gonna try to slaughter your name, Jennifer, but we appreciate you being here. Falcon, you are misinterpreting what I said. I'm misinterpreting. Falcon, I apologize. Please help me figure it out. I think you look just like the lady my dad cheated on my mom with. Wow, your dad has got a horrible taste in women. She had this much facial hair and you decided to cheat on your mom? That's horrible, Tony. Sure you do. I don't know what we're talking about here. I'm always lost. He better say, Tony, you would never leave their neighborhood. You would never live in their neighborhoods. Dude, I've lived in some rough neighborhoods, bro. My boy Crank lives in a pretty rough neighborhood now that we would walk down the street. Because here's the thing, man. I've been in rough places. I've lived in deep city, man. I've lived in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. It's people that walk. Maybe you're walking in there with some kind of like weight on you that's causing people to think that you think you're better. And then, of course, they slash out. I don't know. And the hood's a rough place, man, especially if you go in there with some kind of stigma, but when you live there, people, they're good. They're just people, man. There's people trying to survive. I don't know if this is what we're talking about. Am I misinterpreting what we're talking about here, Tony? Tony lives in the hood. Dude, Tony, I've been in the hood. I've lived in the hood. I've walked through the hood. You know what I'm saying? I've been poor, broken, and nothing, eating government cheese, bro. How are you doing today? Anthony, we're doing all right. We're doing better. Jade M, Tony wants to meet up and make out. Does he? Oh, Misled Utopia. Scotty, it's good to see you there, Misled. Liked. Oh, we're going to roll the dice for you, Misled. There's an 11. Misled, nominate somebody. Nominate for the Sealer Champions. Someone who's made a positive impact in your life, Misled Utopia. Someone who's helped you push forward and become a stronger man. And I just want a big thanks to Misled Utopia for everything he is, for everything he does, for the musical medicine that he brings into this world. Check out his channel. For being a good brother, for giving me a safe place to be, for giving me a sense of purpose and an open door and a feeling of home whenever I see this great human being who's become a good brother of mine. And I want to thank Crank for that too, and Sally, and W out there. all these people I've met along the way. I do not have First Nations blood. I might. So my biological father always said he did, but he was so full of shit, such a con artist, such a bullshitter, that I don't really care about none of that. My father, figured the man I call my father, Al Hawanase from the Onondaga Nation, good new words, was a proud Onondaga native, and but I know who I am. I'm just some sucking white guy, and it didn't change how they felt about me. It didn't change how my brothers felt about me. It doesn't change my spiritual path and journey. It defines it, right? There's been times where I felt on the outside looking in because I understand this great wisdom that my father gave me, and I could never truly be a part of it. But I believe in this moment that that's part of my journey, right? To be on the outside looking in, to be there for the misfit toys and the wayward children, to truly understand what it means to be on the outside looking in, and to strive for something more so I can help those broken human beings grow and learn that they have a place even though they're not accepted. Miss Led with the $5 donation. Thank you, Miss Led. Everybody give that a double tap that screen with love, appreciation, and have. Are you pregnant? I might be, okay? I got a Misled Utopia CD, bro. Now I can go get it signed by Misled Utopia next. I should have brought next time I'm going to take some of these CDs to the next practice or to the show in September, and we're going to get them signed by the whole band. And then we'll have some signed CDs to give away. Falcon, appreciate all the symbols, Falcon. Thank you so much. You are not from the hood. Tank, if you not from the hood, stay K3. I don't know what to stay out. Yeah, no, for real. Don't go down into the hood. It's like, if you're not from the res, don't go out there either. I'm not rolling through the hood now. I got out, when I was a younger man, the people I cared, that's where Rob and Steve, man, are in the deepest part of the south side. That's where I met them, in the hood, man. Right off Valentine Street, right down in there, man. And, walking around cautiously with butter knives in our pockets and shit, like crazy shit. And then they went out to their fathers. I kind of followed them out there and never looked back. Utopia W. Turtle Herd, slow and steady. Turtle Herd, Misled Utopia. Any advice? Anybody? Where the hell did it just went? Any advice for any addicts in the live? If anybody out there has struggled with addiction and you'd like to help out Tank's doing his best, man. And he's continuously coming back. Tank, Narcotics Anonymous, brother. NA is my advice to you. You shouldn't do it alone, man. And you might be able to do it alone for a short period of time. That's my advice. Go and reach out and get help, Tank. I know that you're struggling with a substance, man. Find a meeting near you. Just Google it. Any meetings near me, brother. There's going to be people there to help you be part of something that'll help you let go of the lifestyle and the struggle, man, to help back you up. You need someone to call at a moment's notice if you're struggling with addiction. That's my best advice, Tank, is to go out and to reach out in the real world, despite how much, dude, it's hard to take your medicine, man. It was hard to start this live today and take my medicine, to speak my truth, to find a way back to a positive, loving place, man. It's hard to walk up to that church for the first time full of people that struggle with the same thing that you struggle with and be open and honest with them. But someone's going to give you their phone number, brother. And someone's going to be there and answer the phone at 3 a.m. when you're calling because you're about to listen to your mind when it's telling you that you just need one little hit. You stay away from that. Don't listen to the whisper, Tank. That's the best advice I can give you. Anybody else have any advice for Tank? Around, never relax. Tony, we appreciate you, Tony. Go Turtles. Good evening, I hear user myself. Well, we hope that you can kick that, man. Up the channel. I'm blind and dyslexic. Up. We hope you can find a way out of it, brother, because the strongest people I know couldn't make it through that addiction, man. My brother Rob was the wolf. He was the strength in our scenario that held us all together and protected us, man. And that's what took him out of this world, because it wasn't even that. It was the other stuff they're cutting it with that took him out. Maybe he was leaning into that. Who knows, man? Because that one door opens another, right? But be careful out there, brother. Find a sense of peace and serenity, man. You got to give up. You got to let go up. If you're messing with that shit, I don't care how strong you think you are. It's stronger than you. It's stronger than your love that you have for the world. You got to figure out a way to find enough compassion, love, and respect for yourself to put that shit down and to push through the struggle, man. You know, or you're going to end up leaving this world. It's going to take you out. And that's one thing I do know what I'm talking about. I've lost a lot of people I care for to that shit. You know, both my brothers. One to his actions when he was struggling, fiending for the drugs, and one from an overdose from those drugs, man. And I implore you, somebody out there cares, brother. We care. Get off that shit. K Nolis, is that what it is? Nope, but your wife's an addict. Well, we pray for your wife, man. We pray for your wife. We hope that she can find a sense of peace and serenity and help find the truth beyond the lies of the drug. You know, the alcohol, the drug, the whatever it is that's making you think it's a medicine. Yeah, it might subside you for the moment, but it's like putting a Band-Aid over a machete wound, man. You know, you really gotta go and get help. The Band-Aid ain't doing shit. You can't see it. Oh, you put a bunch of Band-Aids over that machete wound. Oh, it's fine now because you can't see it. You're bleeding out, man. Your wife needs help. And you can't, the crazy thing about that is you can't make someone go get help. You know, and there might be times where they feel like they can get it, and there might be times that they can't. You can't make anybody. You can't hold any resentment against yourself. But the one thing I can say is if you got someone who you love that's an addict, say the fucking thing to them, man. Because it's outside of your hands. Whether they do it or not, you might not have any control. But I did. I said the thing in a minimal way to Steve. I said the thing a little bit deeper to Rob, and I didn't say it enough, and I live in regret. I live in fear and pain that I won't say the thing again when somebody else I love is struggling with their addiction. And I implore you that if you have someone out there that you love that's struggling with addiction, say the damn thing. Say it straight up into their face. Yeah, you might lose them. They might hate you, but you're going to end up losing them in a very permanent way, man. And maybe you saying the thing in a very abrupt way and showing them that they're loved can give them the strength to ask for help. And no matter what they say, they can't do it alone. You can't do it alone, man. The strongest people I've ever known couldn't do it alone. And if you can, then you're amazing. I need help, man. I hate getting the withdrawal symptoms. Dope, sick, sucks. Yeah, it sucks, man. Get help. Call 988 right now, man. Put the fucking phone down and call 988 up. You know, or go to NA and talk to human beings about Google NA right now. You know, there's a meeting out there, man. I'm struggling and I'm thinking about using. Be honest with them. You know, call 988. I'm struggling and I'm thinking about using, and this shit needs to stop because my life is going to end. Your life's going to end over this shit. And that's the bold and honest truth. And I could say that boldly and honestly and up front because I've lost people I love. And the only pain that I feel now is that I didn't say something more, you know, but there's purpose in that, right? It played out exactly the way it needed to be. So I could be here right now imploring you to reach out and get help, man. Find a way through it. You know, you're doing this is the first step for you, brother. You know, you're in here with us. You're in here with people that have lost, people that are struggling. You know, you're opening up and you're being honest. That's step 1. Step 2, call 988. Step 3, go to a meeting. Step 4, go to CPAP, man. This is a mental health issue. Drug addiction is a mental health issue, man. You know, I drink a bottle of brandy a day, and how long is bless it is fine. Well, Falcon, I hope you figure out a way to mellow that out. Slow and steady. You need help, brother. Hello, chat, Turtle Herd. We love your faces. Oh, shitty, brother. Methadone. A shitty burger tastes better than methadone? I'm not sure. I don't understand that, IFE. Brand good for you. Brandy, kill viruses. Yes. Keep backing each other up, I guess. Better than any drug that ever gave me. The hit will save withdrawal symptoms. Well, we hope that you guys can find it. Addiction like something inside them. Addicts lack something inside them. They need a family and a community to help. Don't do it alone. Thank you, Misled Utopia. You're 100% right. Thank you for backing me up on that. Take the chance and roll the dice today, guys. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let that be the first step to you taking the true motivational understanding to move forward and ask for real help. Let us know, man. We're here for it. You're going to roll the dice. We're going to commend you for being open and honest. And Tank, you're going onto the ceiling for how open you've been today. Up, we're going to put you up here too, brother. Thank you so much for being real about your addiction and where you're at. Do you smoke weed? I do indulge in cannabis here and there as a recreational medicine. Look at this guy over here.
I just wanted to say hi.
There you go. There's the big dog right there. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Yeah, just feel a little bit better. Decided to do a live this morning. You're looking dapper.
Thank you. I got a meeting in a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to look right for it.
Well, there's our brother Rob from Misled Utopia popping out to say hi. We appreciate you, brother. I'm glad I decided to do something with myself this morning.
Yeah.
Crushing that angst a little bit by being open and honest with our brothers and sisters here.
The live seems to be going well.
It seems to be doing all right. You know, we're making some connections and we're making some open, honest communications. What did you write on the ceiling? 54. Play the game. Roll the dice, my friend. Like, share, subscribe. My husband and I are 2 years sober this month. That's awesome, Jan. We had multiple addiction pills, blow, drinks. Yeah, killers. We should smoke.
Don't come in yelling anything. I'm about to hop in this meeting.
You're about to hop in the meeting. I'm not going to come in yelling stuff. I'm gonna relax with these guys for a while. I appreciate you, Rob. But Jan, thank you for admitting that. And any advice that you can give to our brothers and sisters that are just starting their journey of sobriety would be very much appreciated. Nah, we don't do that, Scots. I used to. It's a lot more healthy on the lungs. Kia Knowles, a wife of an addict. Well, we'll pray for you. We'll pray for your husband to find a sense of peace and serenity, to find a community that can help him. That can help him find a place, you know. But he's got to take that step, and whatever happens, Knowles, K Knowles, whatever happens, as long as you say the thing, you'll have nothing to resent yourself about when the time comes, you know, because the time's coming. If you're living with an addict, it's either going to be through consequence of their actions or their use, that they may not be here at any given moment. But you won't have to hold it against yourself. I implore you, because I held it against myself for way too long. And there's times where I still hold it against myself. But in this moment, I realize that, especially in this conversation, in this moment, I know that those decisions that I made had purpose, because I was just a child. You know, I was a younger man doing the best he could to be there for his brothers. And I learned from what happened for Steve, and I said more to Rob, and I should have said more, I guess. But those lessons have allowed me to be here today and have open, honest communication with you guys. So there's value in that. And Tank, thank you for being open and honest. He's my wife. I guess I'm Scott's lover's wife now. I got one, and they just give me butterfly stitches. Yeah, that's what it can feel like sometimes, man. Seek help somewhere else. You're here right now, man. You're here right now. I know I'm falling a little bit behind. Travis Scott, you're my lovely wife. I guess so. Knowles, I gave him through love. He's currently in. That's awesome to hear, Knowles. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were able to say the thing and get him into treatment, man. That's you know, I know that the addiction tends to, you know, put it off until tomorrow forever and doesn't really hear what people have to say. But if you were able to help get him into treatment, then that's a beautiful thing. guys, don't forget we're rolling the dice today. Know your role. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. We'll roll the dice. Or give us a little bit of insight on how you handle the people that in your life that are dealing with addiction, or how you've handled your addiction, or how chaotic and crazy your life might be in this moment dealing with your addiction. Whatever it may be, you can help your brothers and sisters grow and learn from it. Even if you're not willing to take that step and you know that you should, just acknowledging that might help somebody else take that step, might help you take that stuff seriously in the next moment. The gardening ground, TCG, me, myself, and I. We love you, TCG. My husband is an addict, as am I, but we have work on it together. You both have to adjust big time. It won't be easy. Thank you, Janelle. We appreciate your open, honest communication. And I'm glad that he came back to you, Jan. You can't do it alone. Janelle knows. Janelle, this is coming right from the mouths of, what is it? What's that saying? The mouth of babes or something? From those who know. Janelle's been there and she's beat it. You know, or she's beating it at the moment. You know, when it comes to this conversation that we're having, this thing that today's developed into, there's no beating it permanently. You know, my brother was sober for multiple years before certain things came back into his life that caused him to relapse. You know, he fell back into that whisper. You know, that whisper that he told on with me that helped him get sober the last time he got sober, and the time before that. There was, you know, you got to be adamant about it. You can't, you know, I think we get to this point where we're like, okay, whatever the medicine is, it's great. It's not working. Whether medicine be meetings or be camaraderie or be open, honest communication, I'm good now. I've fixed it. I'm healed. I don't need these things. And that's kind of what happened to my brother. And I didn't push hard enough. The resentment I hold against myself is I didn't push hard enough for him to get back into a community of sobriety. You know, here we go again is what I thought when I heard about it. And then a couple of days later, he was gone. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've lost so many people to their addiction, you know, for some reason, I didn't see it again because how strong Rob was. You know, and now I live in resentment for not pushing him to find that community who truly understand his addiction. So now in recourse, I do my best here when the conversation arises to do so. To help you out there in YouTube land find a way to help your brothers and sisters, to help yourself. Man, addiction is hardcore and destroys families. Damn straight, IFE. What is rehab? Janelle, get help. I don't think I need, but I went to a clinic, and I am so thankful I did. Well, Janelle, we're thankful that you're still here and that you went to that clinic too. Thank you for all your beautiful advice today. Don't work, bro. NA doesn't work, bro. Well, here's the thing, man. You're going to judge NA by one meeting. You know, one group of people. Every meeting's completely different. So maybe you just didn't find a meeting. Go to a handful of meetings. If one doesn't work, go to another one. There's a different group of people with different outlooks and different ways of seeing things. We have some meetings up in New York that definitely don't work for a lot of people. You know, I went to AA for some time when I was working on cutting that out as a lifestyle. And there was a few meetings I went to that I felt discerned. I felt like this is stupid. It didn't make any sense. There's meetings in that fact they call the Nutter Butters in Syracuse, where they try to run your life and they try to force you to be sober and like that don't work either. But that's the way the Nutter Butters work. And you know, if maybe you found a meeting like that didn't work, man, don't give up on it. Try another one. You're going to come out clean with Suboxone. Well, that's debatable, TCG. But I think Suboxone is a healthy alternative for now, but I don't think that should be the end goal. But that's my personal opinion, because then you lose that Suboxone and then you're right back at it the day that you lose the Suboxone, instead of utilizing the crutch for a while and then going through the struggle. It's going to be pain. It's going to be a lot of pain if you're trying to get sober out there in the world. It's sad. I have a yeah. Well, we appreciate you there, Knowles. TV, I got clean and landed on my couch and got clean and went through it alone for my family. I would go through it over and over again for them. Thank you, TV. And maybe that's what, we say, do these things for yourself. We say love yourself in a deep and compassionate way, right? But sometimes if you got to do it for others, man, the only way I made it through my brother's passings, really and truly, was to grow a business in their honor. I had this small business for relative short period of time, but it was smokes, painting, and resealing, and it gave me the strength to move on, knowing that I was doing it for them, because I couldn't do it for me. I didn't have the strength to go on without them. And for a time, I had to do it for them, for what they would have wanted from me, despite how I felt about myself. And if that's where you're at and you can't find the ambition or strength to get sober or to even live, then do it for the ones you've loved, even if you've lost those ones. What would Rob and Steve want from me? They'd want me to push forward and move on and be successful and do the next right thing, which for a while was painting houses. Smokes, painting, and resealing. It was a beautiful thing, man. And then, it came to a point where I had to do it for myself, and there's multiple reasons why I kind of walked away from that whole thing, but I'm working now on doing it for me, and I've been working on that for a while. Now, does that mean that there's still points where I got to hold on to their memory and what they'd want from me? Yeah, today was one of those days. Today started off as one of those days. Their father, my father figure, and his wisdom and his appreciation for who I was, because I had the best of intentions. I had to hold on to that close this morning to get to where I'm at right now, to be able to push forward and to feel better about the way things are. And that's okay. Do what you got to do. Scott, Traveling Scott, you're my lovely wife. Traveling Scott, you're my lovely Traveling Scott, you're my love. Well, you're my love. I appreciate you there. Scott's lovers are here. You're awesome. We appreciate TV. Thank you, sir, for being you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. Charlie Scott, thank you. Knowles, I don't care about money. I care that he's alive. Damn straight, right? Well, so here's the thing. I didn't care about money either, growing the business wasn't about money, if that's what we're talking about. It was about finding a sense of purpose and doing the next right thing, by embodying their father's understanding. And I couldn't do it for me. I had no motivation to do anything because everything I loved was gone, right? But it was about, taking the knowledge that I had and the mentor that I found, and spreading positivity and hope. I don't want to sound weird in the form of painting houses, but quality over quantity, making the world a beautiful place, one house at a time. We care. Don't give him that. We're Scott. Thanks, got some issues. He does. But we accept you just the way you are, despite your issues. Let's help you and his family. We appreciate you, Scott's loves. Some message retracted by Crank. Appreciate you, Crank. If you play the victim, you will be the victim. You're right, Falcon. But we also got to acknowledge what we've been through, right? There's a balance of reflection before it hits rumination, Falcon. You're going to pretend like everything's fine when it's not. I think the world tries to force that on us, right? Don't be the victim, be this strong thing. Well, a lot of us need to heal and grow and acknowledge what our pain is, man, to really get through it. Or we're just going to keep numbing it out the way that a lot of people do with drugs and alcohol. I'm fine. I just got to have a few beers and then everything's all right. Like, I'm fine. I just need one more little zippy zappy doodle and I'll be okay. Like that's not okay. It's okay to admit you're not okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be lost and broken and confused. We just got to figure out a way that reflection doesn't become rumination. Enough reflection so we can heal and grow, but it becomes rumination when it becomes toxic for our lives. And it's a delicate balance, man. We might cross that line and ruminate sometimes, but I feel like we'll have a better chance to heal and grow balancing that line than we would just acting like everything's okay. Is an insult to some degree. It's an insult. What am I talking about? Nice truck. It's that A225. Lido L. I don't know what we're talking about. This is in the truck. It's a Dodge Avenger. Check out my car, the playlist of my car, the Galactic Avenger. Big Jeremy from the hood. It's always if you're going after something, it comes after you go to get what you wanted to have got. When you were going there, what you wanted to get just by going after it. I'm sorry, Big Jeremy. I'm dyslexic as hell, and I must have misunderstood it. It's always if you're going after something, it comes after you go to get what you wanted to get when you were going after what you wanted and get. We appreciate you. You probably expressed a beautiful understanding. My brain's a little shot there, big guy, Big Jeremy. We're gonna roll the dice there for you, Big. And your appreciation and acceptance. There's a 6er, which is nothing. There's a 9er, which is nothing. We'll give you one more. There's the deuce of the deuce there, big dog. We're going to put you up onto the ceiling for your quote that I slaughtered. And I'm sure it's this inspirational, hopeful, beautiful thing. We're going to put you over here on the other visor. Big Jeremy, Jero. Big Jerome. I'm probably slaughtering your name too, brother. It's not out of any discontent. It's out of my ignorance. And but we appreciate you here today. Thank you for your quote. Fa 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 fa. See the loading word. There, brother. Jeremy, are you an active user? Tank wants to know. Love in the Philippines. There goes the rain again. Let's get this aired it up. It's getting a little warm. We're going to run the car again. This AC go. Hoodly do. Let's see if that'll work. Well, you know what? We'll just set this right here. Hoodly do. Let's do this for a while. Let's do this. Keep in mind, we can roll the dice if you guys want. Love in the Philippines. I'm going through it today. And I smoked my first cigarette in a year. And I'm having temptations today to smoke and don't want to. Well, Love in the Philippines, we're here for you, and we understand that temptation. We understand that struggle. I quit smoking a while ago, and I'll have to admit that I've been leaning into the e-cigarette a little bit more lately because I am not sure what to do with myself. But let's not hold it against ourselves, right? Take it easy on ourselves. It's going to be all right. And Love, we're here for you. Thank you for acknowledging that you're struggling. Sheldon shaved. Sheldon. Strawberry with frosting on it. Falcon. Mind over matter, says Falcon. Open, honest communication, I believe, does help a lot, too. It was my last Pop-Tart. It was your last Pop-Tart. Pop-Tarts, toasted Pop-Tarts with butter, or where it's at. I've been really my wife for that emotional support, and today it's now. I have been relying on my wife for that emotional support, and today it's shit. And now all I have is the thought. Some days are shit, Love, in the Philippines. Some days are rough. Some days we make decisions we're not proud of. But you're doing the next right thing by admitting it, by being here with us and being open and honest. So we commend you for that, Love. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Roll the dice today, man. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. We'll roll the dice for you. Put you up on the Ceiling of Champions. You know what, Love? For being so open, Love in the Philippines, we're just going to put you up onto the Ceiling of Champions. Right here. We got a nice little spot. Love in Bam. Well, there you are, brother. Thank you for being open and honest with us today. I see. Master Mario Combat System. I'm still looking to figure it out. Still, definitely, still difficult. But I'm lucky there has been people who want to help when I reached out. I'm going to be a lifelong battle. I'm sure. I'm sorry for your loss, Scott. I'm trying to focus on health now. Well, I appreciate all of that, Janelle. I appreciate who you are and you being here. Appreciate the conversation. Let's send some prayers and love to our brother Love in the Philippines, doing his best to lean on us in the moment. Mental health should be treated to then treated addiction. It may cause, but doctors just look at addiction and addiction, not mental health. I've been a firm believer for a long time. I've struggled with mental health. I've struggled with addiction. My brothers lost their life to their addiction. And I've never met somebody who's emotionally or mentally sound who's been an addict. And I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that out of judgment. I'm saying that I wish the world would look at that more. You know, trauma, pain, anxiety, depression, all these things I think lead into listening to the whisper that causes us to be addicts and, you know, and alcoholics or whatever your issue is. Right, I am wondering about getting off methadone, but it helped me to see I do. Well, I think Janelle, just thinking about it's a good step, and I'm glad that you're thinking about it because it could Scott's addiction to throwing the dice. We are all addicts to something. Yes, we're all addicts to something. Wifey, I see you, Scotty's lovers. Knowing, stay on until you're ready. Yeah, stay on until you're ready, Janelle. Don't let anybody push you. But if I'm glad that you're at least contemplating getting off this thing. You know, it's a hard thing, Janelle, and no one's, you take your time with a doctor. Don't just drop it. You know, if you are going to try to maybe cut down, speak with your doctor about it. Start cutting down a little bit. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you for praying for me. I appreciate you and a God of your understanding. And you just keep pushing forward, and know that by being a member of the Turtle Herd, by subscribing here, you help me to push forward. You help me to find the lessons in the pain and the strength in the struggle. Each and every one of you guys, every single day, is a blessing. Help me find the strength in the struggle. You know, Fat Mike, but it was a journey, Falcon, but she got there. Good. My dog said she hates saying goodbye to Mom when she goes to work. I'm sure she does, IFV. Kara, absolutely, the clinic is amazing, and they are rushing me, and I actually went up since I struggled through. I'm glad you guys are community. Art of Madness, please, brother, it's good to see you, Art of Madness. Art of Mind. Why do I keep calling you Art of Madness? 559. Art, we love your face. We're going to call you Art of Madness from now on, because I just realized that your name isn't Art of Madness. I'm just impulsive as hell. IFV, any plans for the lemonade bus? Well, we got to get back there, and it's basically just a place for us to cook, sleep, and relax. We're going to be taking that to the Between Worlds Festival. If you guys are anywhere near Tennessee, please check out Between Worlds on the Something Heady website, or just Google Between Worlds Festival. It's be a really great music and art festival in Tennessee. We're going to be selling Raverades, hand-squeezed lemonades with flavored shots and glow sticks. Me and my brothers attempt to do something a little bit different. We might fail, we might not, and we make some pretty good lemonade. At the very least, we'll be spending the weekend listening to music. I use music and gardening to cope with stress. That's a good one, Knowles. That's a good one. Use music and knowledge. Snooze, what's up, Snooze? Who's behind the car? Dad, yes, I am your pappy. Don't tell nobody. Most stress comes not from taking care of something we can change and focusing too much on the things we can't. You're very much right. That the Serenity Prayer is a beautiful thing. If you don't know what it is, you know, we'll say it together, right? God of your understanding. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the knowledge to know the difference. One of my father's favorite sayings, and now one of my favorite pieces of art, brought to you by Jess. Say it 1,000 times a day. Do your best to find a way. After you misled you, do the thing. Damn straight, do the thing. So about stress, misled. It is. Do the next right thing. You're right. Robbo! We are surrounded by things we are putting off, and it weighs on us. Yes. Yes. And then for me, I guess a part of the struggle comes from not being sure what to do, right? Not being sure, feeling like anything I touch turns to shit. Like I did the thing, right? We changed the shock, and now it's still up, and I'm still all over the road when it's raining, and it's pouring rain right now, and I'm not sure what to do. Should I try to change the other shock? If I get the other shock torn apart and I can't get it off completely, what the hell am I going to do? We got to leave here this weekend. Like, saying? So, like, That's where a lot of my anxiety comes from, not being sure what to do, right? It's easy to say, do the next right thing. Well, what is it? Especially when you're panicking. You know, what's the next right thing when you're panicking out of your damn mind and you're not sure and everything you touch turns to shit? Fear of Loathing was a great movie. Fear and Loathing was a great movie, Falcon. Hunter S. Thompson is epic. Yeah, he was a hell of a guy. Man, looked like a mix between Santa and Father Time. Damn, I'm getting old quick, am I? They're misled? I am painful, aware, wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. I've been trying to run from it for a while. Maybe that's part of the problem. The flyer was backwards. Oh, everything's backwards. I don't know what, unless I do this. We do that. You see, it's raining out there. But we can do that and see it. Keep that close to heart. For some reason, when we do this, it flops it around on us. And then that does that. What's this? Does something. Oh, it created a short. That's not what we're looking for. I'm not sure how to flop it around when we're in this mode. I haven't been able to do. Buy stock space mobile. Okay. Thank you, Roy. So, you've heard. I may have million. We will fight it out, Scotty. You get a tribe. I do have a tribe. I do. We're not going to fight it out. You're 100% right. I do have a tribe. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be here with that tribe. I need to stop. That's one of the reminders I needed today, Misled Utopia. Thank you for that. Not in this alone. This isn't a me thing that has to be taken care of by myself right now, right? We're gonna do, just as much as you allow me, or I allow you to lean on me. I gotta be able to allow myself to lean back. About to hop into this meeting. Wish you luck. Wish you luck, Misled Utopia. We appreciate you, brother. Everybody out there who wants to roll the dice, please feel free to roll them dice. Find a way to find acceptance, appreciation, and hope. We're going to take some time and, we're going to appreciate Jess's artwork there. And, keep your face away from the camera. Probably should. There, we hit the bottom. Explain the car problem one more time. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the back shock. The shocks were blown out. We changed one of them thinking it was and then both the tires were like this, James. They were like that, right? So we changed this side of the shocks, and this one straightened out. And this one straightened out too, but then I started driving, got like halfway here, and it starts blowing out sideways again. And I think it's the other shock. The sway bar link is broken, but I was told that that's not that big of a deal. I don't know, brother. I don't know. I guess I get to points where I'm just over it, because I'm like, I think the biggest thing was I thought I fixed it, right? I thought like me and Crank like fixing that shock was going to do whatever, and the tires looked like they were straight again, and then through driving for a while, the shock. But then I Googled it. If you change the shock, can it affect the other side? And one of the first things it said is it could cause the other side to tilt if the shock is blown. So we probably should have changed the other shock. Because the tires are like still wearing weird, and and then in the rain, when it rains, it rained about the last half hour on the way here, and the car is literally doing this, dude. I'm doing like 50, and the car is like trying to kick out back and forth, and I'm trying to regulate and even it out, and I feel like I'm freaking driving on ice just doing this, and I'm white knuckling all the way here, yeah. And then I allow this anxiety to overcome me. Today I'm not feeling so anxious about it. It's going to work out. It's going to be whatever. Well, if I have to get 2 new tires and wear those down, then if I gotta, tomorrow hopefully it won't be raining. I'm gonna take the front tires off and put them in the back. That'll give us some more time. We won't have any tread in the front, but at least they'll be wearing evenly, I think is what the game plan is. I don't know there, James. James W. Never know do anyone want to do the Galactic Drifter. Damn straight. Oh yeah. I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, yeah. So I kind of got wrapped up in that for a while. it caused me to fall into this thing, right, where you think you're doing your best, and then it makes me, it pulls me out of this kind of Mr. Bean place I like to be, where I kind of just stumble through and do the best I can, and it all seems to work out, and I worry about it too much, and then none of it works out. It's a weird thing, right? You got to be in the moment and flow with it for it all to happen exactly the way you need it should. But it's hard not to worry about it when you're putting your life on the line, especially when you're trying to do your best and it seems like you keep hitting red lights, you keep hitting brick walls. Everything you do is wrong. I don't want to keep putting money into this thing and kind of just want to drive it off a cliff. You'll bail at the last moment, but I got to make the money to get something new. I can't really, I got the bus. We got the bus. And then that makes me regret that too. Because I could have got another car. But we're starting this painting company with a buddy of mine. So maybe the bus was the best idea. And then we're going to be using it for the Rave Raid thing and blah, 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 blah. I could go on and on about my crazy insanity. James, the sway bar and bushings are about $90. Yeah. Well, the problem is here too, man, is pulling this thing apart with the limited amount of tools that I have. And I don't know, is that the sway bar? I was told the sway bar is, it wouldn't, I personally believe it's because the inside of the tires are worn out and you're riding on like this much each tire now that the tire's like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like changing that shock changed one side and I don't know. I'm not going to think about it right now. It's going to be all right. Still got a few more days before we got to leave here and head to Indiana. Hopefully it won't be raining and hopefully the tires won't blow before we get there. That's kind of, I guess, where my game plan is. Me and Crank had a hell of a time with this rusty POS, just getting that one shock off, but he had an impact wrench and we had a separate jack to push down the caliber to get the spring in there. Which I don't have the availability for that. I've been thinking about trying to change that other shock. I was told that the sway bar shouldn't cause that big of a problem, but I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Crazy J, man, crying online. No, dude, I was just answering a question there, Crazy J. I was just answering a question about what's going on with the car to someone who gives a shit. I hope you're all right there, Jay. Hope you're finding a sense of peace and serenity through the struggle. Instead of just trying to hand people the boulder of pain. We got 170 something viewers. 39% of people aren't okay. Well, if you're finding yourself struggling out there in YouTube land, you find yourself in the right place. With that being said, I think I'm over it. I'm feeling a lot better today. I want to send appreciation, love to you guys. Let's see who the top fans are here today. Oh, what is going on? There's nobody in there? My phone's glitching out now, and I don't know why. Yeah. Crazy J, stick around for a while. Go check out the shorts. Something. We're working on getting into the solution, but that's Gasper, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Before I go, if anybody else wants to roll the dice, take the chance, take the leap, like, share, subscribe, let me know you did so. We'll roll the dice for you, possibly get you on the Seal of the Champions. If not, then try to take that inspiration out there and roll the dice today. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, express that to someone who cares. Express it here, express it to your brothers, sisters, your aunt, your uncle. It might not help completely in the moment, but putting things out into reality kind of tend to take the edge off it. I'm feeling a bit better. I know that it is what it is, and I'm going to push forward and we're going to roll the dice. It is raining pretty good where we're at right now, and in the rain this thing does not want to stay solid, so I don't look like I'm going anywhere anytime soon. Take care, Turtle Herd. You take care too, brother. It was good seeing everybody today. I'm glad that we had this conversation and it turned into something so amazing. The ability to reflect on my brothers and their struggle, the ability to help our brothers and sisters find strength through the struggle, the ability for me to express myself and realize how asinine this shit I'm losing my mind over is. And it can only be the way it is, right? It's going to be all right. And, yeah, I'm doing the best I can. It's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be all right. Hold on tight there, guys. You too, James. I hope you have a good one, brother. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for, whatever. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And, yeah, keep doing the next right thing. I'm off like a herd of turtles. It was nice chatting with you guys today. Thanks again.